Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Winter Sports Show, and it's time to take a look at North Central Netball getting underway for another season. And joining us on the line is the Wyche-Narraport star, Jenna Allen. Good to have you on again, Jenna. It's been a long summer, and we've certainly missed you here on the Flow airwaves. How have you been across the summer, and how are you feeling getting back into things?
Yeah, thanks for having me again. Definitely happy to be back. But I'm not sure that star is necessarily the right term. Look, summer's been really good. It was good to sort of have a bit of a break. Obviously, summer was an interesting one with harvest across our way. We had a hell of a lot of rain in October. Meant that we had, unfortunately, things like the Wyche races cancelled again. So that was pretty devastating. And then our agriculture communities definitely sort of suffered in a lot of different ways, varied ways, depending on what your rotations were and where you're positioned across Bullock and North Central. There was a hell of a lot of water that farmers had to sort of navigate their way around with road closures and really soft spots and, just a really difficult, long, drawn-out harvest. So I think the normality of sport and being able to sort of get together every Saturday for this footy netball and hockey season will be, it's highly anticipated, especially with the incoming Nullawal Footy Netball Club. It'll be great to get going this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know all about it, being close to agriculture yourself, Jenna. It was such a stop-start time for our cricketers. It would have been a very frustrating summer indeed. Thankfully, it's all out the way. The winter season's back, and we're all very excited for it. Before we get into unpacking the fixtures for the North Central Netball competitions, just tell us about whether there's been any, really significant updates to the league. You did mention Nullawal there, the newcomers. So I guess just tell us a little bit more about them and the setup there, and any player movement you're aware of, and what we can expect as far as the dark horses might go this year in North Central Netball.
Yeah, look, it'll be great. I think the inclusion of Nully this year. Nully is sort of they sit neatly, sort of pretty central in terms of North Central, but having been previously in the Golden Rivers League, it's going to be great to have them within North Central now. It gives us 9 teams. Nully have always been really strong in terms of their netball. They're very good pedigree. They've got huge talent across all grades. So it's going to be really great to sort of put that fresh injection of netball talent. We've seen glimpses of it already with North Central tryouts throughout March. There's some huge talent in their junior ranks that sort of do definitely come through in the seniors. So a lot of very loyal netballers that have always come back and played with Nully, and I know they're really eager to get going and really mark their spot, I suppose, within North Central. They've got Birchip this week, and that'll be really highly anticipated. So in terms of dark horses, I think you can never write off Wedderburn. Wedderburn's pedigree is second to none. It's really exceptional what the talent they keep producing out of Wedderburn, so they will always be strong. I have no doubt they will want to back up their extremely successful season last year. Their C grade will feel like they missed an opportunity being knocked out in the prelim final, so they'll want to come back bigger and stronger. But their A grade and B grade were really, they held the standard up nice and high for everyone else last year, and they'll want to sort of maintain that. But there's so much exciting movement that's happened. I think there's a lot of new netballing talent that's come in. I can sort of more speak highly of the talent that we've come into Wyche because I've seen it firsthand. We've got some really great new players that have come to our netball club, which is really exciting. And that'll be really great to get everyone sort of going. We play Donald this weekend, so yeah, it'll be great.
Well, let's talk about the fixture that you spoke of first there, Jenna. Birchip hosting the newbies. I presume just because of the sheer fact that Nullawal are a new side that Birchip will go in as favourites. How do you view it?
Well, look, I'm going to actually back Nullawal. I think Birchip they'll have a really fresh, new looking senior grade in their A. I think it'll be quite useful. They've got a few girls who have had to take a backward step and focus on their families. So, who are pregnant this year, so that'll sort of drastically change their lineup. And I think their youth will need a bit of experience in A grade. So I feel like Nullie's A grade in particular have a really good level of experience, and they'll be keen to make their mark. So I'm backing Nullie's A grade for this round one.
Jenna, what's going on with the netballers? I feel like everyone I've spoken to is pregnant. It's been a big year for pregnancy for country netballers.
Well, I mean, a lot of rain, a lot of prolonged harvest. I don't know, maybe there was something in the water. Who knows? But it was, look, it's great because, I mean, we have some really great junior numbers coming up that we're always, it's great to have families so invested. So a lot of our netballers, even though they're pregnant, they're definitely not stepping aside. They're still involved. They're still helping with, official duties, or whether it be sort of, scoring or spectating or helping with any other volunteer jobs. We've got some really great people within our club.
We'll keep it PG for now. Bort, they're up against Sea Lake and Nandali. Can the Tigers get an upset away from home?
It'll be interesting. Sea Lake, again, they've got a fairly fresh-looking side. It'll be a really tightly contested match, but I'm probably gonna back Sea Lake, I think.
There we have it. Wedderburn, you spoke about them earlier on as a potential dark horse. Charlton, they're no walk in the park, as we know from last season. So how do you see this one going?
Yeah, look, Charlton will have what I assume is sort of a reasonably similar team. Having come runner-up in the grand final last year, they'll have a point to prove. They'll be keen to sort of make their mark. Chloe Walsh in their goal shooter position was really strong for them all year last year. They'll be disappointed in their last half from the grand final last year, and I think they'll come out strong. I think it'll be a tight match, and I'm backing Charlton to get the win just out of revenge.
There we go. Well, Donald, take on your Demons, Wyche-Narraport. No surprise in who you're going to tip here, Jenna, but how do you see your team going into this game?
Well, it's an interesting one. Getting Donald round one at Donald means that we play. This is our only time that we play Donald indoors. Donald are the only side that play indoors. So having them round one, and look, the weather forecast doesn't look overly pleasing for outdoor sport this weekend. But if we're going to be in Donald on their home court, we'd rather it be early on in the season. It's definitely a very different pace. It's a different game playing netball indoors on a timber floor as compared to a concrete slab. So, look, we're ready, we're firing, we've got some great new talent, and we'll be keen to get the win this weekend. So I'm backing us.
Well, one team that won't be winning anything this weekend is St Arnaud because they're not playing. But tell us how you see them going this season.
Yeah, no, look, and that's one thing about having Null included now that we have one team that will have the bye each week. So when we talk about volunteer fatigue, and we've got, we're sort of really trying to keep developing our umpiring pool that otherwise sort of has struggled with the cease of sport through COVID. We've seen a lot of umpires sort of back away. But the inclusion of Nully now means that we do have a team that will have the bye. So, for instance, we're really thankful to St Arnaud. They're helping us out with an umpire for the A and B grade this weekend. So it's really great to sort of build some of those relationships. So you get to go and umpire two teams that aren't your own club and sort of further develop your skills. And hopefully that means really great things for our umpiring cohort for this year.
Now,
in terms of St Arnaud, I think St Arnaud they'll be strong. Last year they struggled. They had a lot of youth, but they've got some girls back. So unlike a few other teams who have lost some girls to pregnancy, they've got some girls who have they had last year off having babies, and they're back. So I think St Arnaud are going to come firing, and their youth are only going to do good things after their experience from last year.
Well, before we let you go, Jenna Allen, just looking at the other grades, are there any games that sort of jump out for you this weekend as far as the big ties that you're looking forward to in the other grades?
Look, our juniors are always terrific. We've got a 17 and under A competition that's full this year. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough numbers across the league to have a 17B competition this year, but I think that should boost the standard of our 17As and our 17Bs that the excess girls that sort of are potentially otherwise not getting in game will get a few scratch matches in, and hopefully that competition for positions in those 17A sides means that standard is really, really high. So I think that'll be terrific. And look, our 14s are doing great things now that they've had a full season last year, and we've built a bit of momentum. We're seeing some really great talent come up through the rungs. So really strongly encourage anyone to get across and watch the junior grades. It's really important that we support our junior participation. There's a lot of kids out there that aren't participating, so really encouraging that family inclusive environment is really important to our future.
Jenna Allen is our North Central Netball Association correspondent and the underlined star of the Wyche-Narraport team. Jenna, great to have you on again, and it's going to be a big season. Looking forward to checking in with you week by week. Good luck this weekend, and we'll do it all again in a week's time. All the best.
Thank you.